Hello, welcome back to the channel. This week's vlog comes from the amazing Murrayshall Estate in Perthshire. Complete luxury. We are going to be enjoying their fine dining in their restaurant. We are going to be having spa treatments down in their spa centre. We are going to be going for walks around the grounds and generally just having the most relaxed time possible. This place is incredible. I hope you enjoy it. So this is the main hotel building here, and this is just up over there is the pods, which I'll show you a bit more of, and up here is the suites. This is where we will be staying, and we are going to be staying in room 31. Now before I get there, I absolutely love this. A dug stick library. I can just imagine a dog stumbling across that and being the happiest dog in the world. But aye, we're in room 31. Let's go and see what it's like. So here we go. It's this ground floor apartment here, or suite should I say. Number 31. And here we go. So it looks lovely. Very, very nice. We have got a living room seating area here. A wee telly and a mirror. I say a wee telly, a decent sized telly. We've also got a dining room there as well, if you fancy doing a bit of dining. And over here, a small sort of kitchenette, would you call it? Wee sink, kettle, coffee pod machine, microwave, and some wee bits and bobs for your teas and coffees. There's also a bottle of moe there. That wasn't here. I brought the moe and I got the ice. It is my partner's birthday tomorrow and I brought that, so that's a wee surprise. She doesn't know that's there, so she'll enjoy that when she comes along. And through here is the bedroom. I don't know if it quite comes across on the camera, but the bed's absolutely massive. It's giant. I'll jump on it in a second for a bit of perspective. But the room's really nice. You've got your telly there as well. I love a telly. I know a lot of people don't like tellies in bedrooms, but I love them. You've got a mirror. How you doing? A couple of bottles of water, which is always handy. And in here, don't normally show inside cupboards, etc., but some people like to see every wee nook and cranny. You can see some of my camera stuff and my bag down there. But you've got robes. I love a hotel robe. I'll be getting into that later on. You have got an ironing board. You've got a wee iron up there as well, which is very handy. I'm quite particular about stuff being ironed, so that's very nice. And in here, apologies for the noise when I turn the light on. The extractor fan also comes on. But this is the bathroom. Same as the rest of it. Lovely and modern, beautiful styled. Again, don't know if it quite comes up, but the bath is enormous. Some wee random fish up in the wall. And you've also got a lovely big shower. In terms of products, you have got some Gordon Castle Scotland body lotion, shampoo, conditioner and soap. And you have got, I'm probably going to murder the pronunciation of this, but Ishka. I believe that's Gaelic. My Gaelic is pretty much non-existent. So the room is lovely. This is going to be a great place to spend the weekend. And Murrayshall are known as, probably call themselves Perthshire's hidden secret, and I can see why. I've seen it on social media and stuff, but I've been in the Perthshire area travelling around for years and I didn't really know it was here until it popped up on social media. And for what I've seen so far, this is going to be an incredible trip, so let's check the rest of the place out. So that's a wee tour of the room. I've got all my stuff in. Let's head along to the main building, which is literally 2 seconds walk away. That's it there. I don't know if you can hear it on video, but one of my favourite things about the room is the windows all facing outside. There's sort of like trees and bushes outside because you're in rural Perthshire. If you stand still, you can just hear the birds in the trees. which of course doesn't happen the minute I do that. It's the only time there hasn't been birds tweeting. But let's go along, let's get a look inside, and most importantly, let's get a pint. Murrayshall was a 17th century country house reimagined for modern luxury, and you get this feeling right for the entrance. Inside there is a grand staircase with old paintings and a chandelier just beyond the reception. Next to the reception there's a library which perfectly fits the historic building while still feeling modern. Our favourite place to be was in the Perthshire Bar, which is where you can enjoy afternoon tea, sit with a drink by the fire, or play board games overlooking the countryside. They also had these retro Scottish tourism posters which looked great, but having done filming alongside the Isle of Skye and St Andrews did make me laugh. I got myself a pint of lager and sat down for some people watching in the bar. Cheers.
She has a son that's very deep as well. She
Superb. We enjoyed the board games in the bar, and it wasn't long before a serious game of Scrabble broke out. That was that's lovely in there, really nice, dead relaxing. Sat and got a game of Scrabble, which I was rotting it. I got absolutely humped, but lovely. Look at this. And as I mentioned earlier about the birds, how good is that? So nice. So, gonna go into the room here and get a quick change, and then we're going to Olas, the fine dining restaurant. It looks incredible. It's got a whole host of awards. I'll not even name them, but looks amazing, right up my street. Let's see what that's about. Olas was previously voted the best boutique hotel restaurant in the UK. It is a modern wood-filled decor with lots of light flooding in during the day and a cosy feeling at night. The menu has got both tasting menu and a la carte options. This refined dining experience showcases the very best of Highland produce. They say that Olas's mission is to offer the best modern Scottish cooking, specialising in quality seasonal food and local producers. They also offer wine pairings, and the sommelier was incredible while taking my partner through the wines with each dish. But I don't like wine, so I stuck to the fantastic pints of Cruz Campo. We were then served some amuse-bouche. One was a chicken liver parfait, which was my favourite of the two. The other was a cod tartlet, which is like a whipped salted cod in a fine tartlet case. It was a great start to the meal. We also served some fresh bread and butter. I've eaten several fine dining restaurants and it seems daft, but the bread and butter is always a highlight. It's hard to explain how they make something so good for something so simple. For starters, I went with the wood pigeon Wellington. This is served with a pickled raisin and cherry vinegar. I love pigeon, and this was perfectly cooked. The dish was well balanced with the sherry cutting through the gaminess of the pigeon. My partner had the goat's cheese tart, which is served with onion jam and pickled radish. This will definitely split opinion, as is often the case with cheese, but it wasn't for me despite looking amazing. Following this was a strawberry and tomato gazpacho, which was a great palate cleanser. For the main, I went for the Scotch lamb, which is the loin and shoulder served with smoked aubergine and pesto broth. The loin was cooked exactly how I'd want it, blushing pink from edge to edge and melting the mouth tender. The slow cooked shoulder was also rich and full of flavour. For dessert, I got the sticky toffee soufflé with miso clotted cream. This was as good as it looks, and I'd definitely order it again. We also had the brulee with banana, rum and shortbread. This isn't something I'd normally order, but it was incredible and I'd highly recommend it. I then finished the night with a Balvenie 14-year-old Caribbean cask. What a great night I've had. I just feel the most relaxed I could feel. Don't know what it is, just in there, the atmosphere is just so chilled out. That big, I don't know, is it a bar? I don't know if it's a bar or sitting room or whatever it is that we were sitting having beers in and playing Scrabble and stuff. It's just so relaxing, the atmosphere. Also noticed they've got a big fire in there. I know it's not quite that time of year yet, it's not quite cold enough to get the fires lit, but I can imagine in the winter sat there next to the fire having a whiskey would just be out of this world. So had a fantastic night. I've been well fed, I'm knackered. I'm going to climb in that big massive bed. I'm only going to set any alarm and I'll catch you in the morning. Good morning. That was a lovely night. That bed is so comfortable and it is huge. The toys were in it and you wouldn't know. Basically I put my arm, I think, fully out at one point and didn't know anybody else was there. So we've had a great night's sleep and we're about to head into the main building to get breakfast. Let's see what this is like. I sorted myself a cup of tea before weighing up my options. There's a continental option and a hot buffet, as well as items made fresh for the menu. For me, it's always going to be a fry-up, and I piled on the eggs, sausages, bacon, black pudding and totty scones onto my plate. This was a great start to my day, and my only criticism would be that I like to see square sausages and haggis available in Scotland. That breakfast was lovely. Buffet breakfast is my favourite thing, especially if you're away at a hotel and you're having plenty of beers and a wee nighttime whiskey as well. So we'll just sit out here overlooking the golf course. I've taken an extra wee tea out with me. It's a lovely morning. We're starting to come into winter, so we're not going to have much opportunity to sit out and do these things. So we're just sitting at the golf course. We'll have this, and I think we're going to just maybe go a wee walk about the ground. So I'll take you with me. So I've come a wee walk up to the new lodges. I don't think they're quite open yet, but I think they're going to be open in like the coming days. Just a few final touches. I can't get inside, but having a wee bit of a nosy. They look proper smart. I know you can probably just see my reflection, but that big bed looks incredible. Wee sort of toilet and shower room with the looks of it. And a wee mini fridge and wardrobe there as well. These are the smaller ones. They've got up the back here. Don't know if you can quite make it, but up here, just over the back here, they've got ones that are like double or treble the size. I'll see if I can get a wee look at them, but I don't think they're anywhere near finished. But another lovely option. I really like that when you go places and you've got all the different stuff that's open to you. So you've obviously got the big main bit of the hotel that you can stay in there. You've got the separate suites that we're staying in, and then you've got these lodge options. It means there's kind of something for everybody. Really smart. So it's still getting worked on the now, but you can see the sort of different shape and that nice design round about this one. I'll go up and get a look in this one. It doesn't have that bit added to it yet. You can sort of get a look inside. So I don't think I'm supposed to be in here, but it was open with the keys in it, and I think this is the one they've been using for the launch. So I'm going to take a quick look, and since I'm giving everybody a look with a view to booking it, hopefully they don't mind, but it looks incredible. Now it's obviously still no finished out there, but there's the view out to the Perthshire countryside, and the guy's literally still working on it just now. That looks as if that's going to be where your telly is. Let's take a look up through here. I absolutely love this. There's your big shower, your toilet, your sink and your mirror. Wow. Sorry, I'm seeing this for the first time, the same as yours. And you've got that wee pod for bunk beds. I know if I was away, I'd absolutely love that. God, I'm 36 and I'd love it if I'm being perfectly honest with you. That's where your telly's going to be, your storage, and then in here you've got your master bedroom. This looks so futuristic. I don't know if it comes across on the screen. Again, huge bed. I don't know if that's something they try to make their signature, but it's working if it is, because the beds everywhere look enormous. And then in here again you've got storage. Again, it's getting worked on, so that's where your telly's going to be. That's it, and this would be your place for bed if you want. That shuts over as well, so you do get privacy. Wow, I'm a really big fan of this. I think it looks incredible, and they call it a pod. I think sometimes when you say pod you think like a lesser option or something. Absolutely no, this is better than lots of hotels I've stayed in. Absolutely class. Also just noticed that they aren't in yet, but that's also going to have a curtain up there which goes all the way around. I might be wrong. Looks like it might be electric and sort of do it automatically, which would be very cool. But even if it doesn't, you're not just left exposed to the elements. You've got a curtain that you can put across there. I think these are going to be unbelievably popular. So I know what you're all thinking. These are all very well and nice, but where's the hot tubs? It's the number one question I get asked when I go away. Where's somewhere we can go and does it have a hot tub, basically, or where's somewhere we can go with a hot tub? And I was a wee bit worried myself looking, but they are going to have hot tubs. These ones are going to have sort of two-person, smaller sized hot tubs, and then the big lodges at the back will have significantly bigger ones as well. So these are going to be unbelievably popular. I think you're going to struggle to even get them booked for a while, potentially, with how popular they will be, added to the fact that you've got the nice hotel to go into, the good food, the drink and everything else. This is going to be top destination when these are all open very soon, so keep your eye out for that. Here you've got the clubhouse and the golf shop for the golf course. Now, I'm only a golfer, but it looks to be a very nice golf course. So something for everybody here. There's a wee bit up there for outdoor pursuits. We were originally hoping to be doing some quad biking around the estate, but it was fully booked unfortunately. But they've got things like axe throwing and loads of different stuff that you can do. So again, I know I keep repeating myself, but there is a wee bit of something for everybody. I'm just kind of going a wee walk around the estate and enjoying the Nice morning and walking off my massive breakfast. So I believe this is where we're going to be coming in a couple of hours. This is the gatehouse, and I believe this is where you get your spa treatments. I mean, that sign there at the door saying spa treatments available is probably a dead giveaway, but pretty sure that's what it is. A couple of wee parking spaces there as well, so you can bring the car down or you can come a nice wee walk down. We have got a couple of full body massages booked, which I'm really looking forward to. So it should be exciting. I'll take you with me. I've no idea how I go about filming that, but I'll give it a go. This is a lovely walk up. Basically just did a bit of a loop to the outside of the golf course really. But we drove up here yesterday afternoon to come to get checked in, and just right here there was just a deer just sitting eating a bit of grass. I did try to get my phone out to get a bit of footage, but it didn't like it. Obviously wants a bit of privacy, and it just sort of hopped off into the fields behind. But I don't know if you can hear, I know I keep going on about it, I don't know if I'm boring you, but I love it. Oh, the bird noise, just everywhere you go, that's all you hear. So relaxing. Apart from now, you hear me blowing out my arse and panting because I'm walking up a ever so slightly steep hill. I've said it before, but hill walking, and this isn't a hill walking, it's a slightly steep road, but it's a different type of fitness, and type of fitness that I don't have, especially after a big full Scottish breakfast. But just going to head back up to the apartment just now, sit about and chill, and I'll probably just catch up with you when I go for the massage. We headed down to the gatehouse and got welcomed into the reception, where we filled out some questionnaires and discussed our treatments. I then went into the treatment room, which had some relaxing music, low light, and smelled amazing. There was lots of products on show for the various treatments, and I had opted for the full body massage. My God, that was unbelievable. I know it goes without saying because it's a massage and it's supposed to be, but so relaxing. Genuinely, I think if you left me here I would sleep for a week. Highly recommended. If you come here, book yourself in for a full body massage. You will not regret it. Incredible. Just came back for the massage. We're going to open the bottle of Moe and just sit and chill for the afternoon time. It's time to go out for dinner. Wasn't expecting that. Oh my God. Oh, unbelievable. Jeez, oh, that gave me a bit of a fright. And I don't know if you can hear, but that is a piper in the background as well. There's a wedding at the hotel, so just absolutely perfect. Cheers. Lovely. So we did exactly what I thought we would. We went back to the room, opened a bottle of Moe, which was very nice, and sat and watched our football games come in, and they got humped as usual, which is hopeless. Apologies if there's any wind noise. We are now just heading back into the main hotel, and we're going to the Cairns restaurant tonight. Looks really, really good, so let's get a look inside there. The Cairns restaurant and bar sits at the back of the hotel near the golf shop. It's a bright modern space, and it's even got a baby grand piano. I again couldn't resist a pint of Cruz Campo, and my partner went for a French martini. They describe Cairns as a fun and friendly, casual dining with a menu that is varied and has got something for everybody, for the grill, curries, burgers and fish and chips. I would say it's definitely a level above pub food, and it had a menu that would put lots of restaurants to shame. I started with the garlic butter baked king prawns with lemon, chilli and sourdough. I love gambas peel when I'm in Spain, and I'd go as far to say that this is better than any that I've ever had in Spain. These are hands down my favourite dish of the whole weekend. For my main I went for the pork tomahawk, which comes with chips and a chimichurri sauce. I loved this. The pork was juicy and full of flavour. The chimichurri balanced out the fattiness of the pork well. The chips are crunchy on the outside and fluffy on the inside, just as you want them. Also, if you don't pick up the bone and chew it on a chop or a steak until it's bare, then we can't be pals. For dessert I got the sticky toffee pudding, which is served with a miso butterscotch and vanilla ice cream. This was a perfect end to a great meal. That dinner was fantastic tonight, really, really good. The prawns, they're like basically prawns peel like you get in Spain, where they're in the olive oil, a wee bit of chilli and garlic. But honestly, the difference with them being in butter was just night and day. Genuinely better than any prawn peel I've ever had in Spain, and I'll 100% be making them when I go back to the house at some point. They were incredible. I just wish I actually had like 10 times the bread to dip into the butter at the end. It was a bit of a waste, it just sitting there. I was actually choking to drink it with a spoon. It was proper fantastic. Honestly, you come here, you need to order that. And the pork tomahawk steak was perfection as well. Just so juicy, fantastic. Cannot recommend that enough. Absolutely loved it. There was also an absolute weirdness that broke out. There's a wedding going on at the hotel, and there was somebody who was having food in the hotel um, goes outside and comes back in, but she comes in with one of the wedding party and told a lassie with the dress and stuff. I don't know what it was, but something about me knew there was a bit of a weirdness going on. Cause I'm like, definitely doesn't know her, she would be at the wedding. There was something happening, and they sort of come back, and the woman almost presents the lassie to her husband or whoever. And I'm like, something's weird here. I don't know what it is. And basically, what it is, must have got talking outside or whatever. Found out the lassie does Highland dancing or whatever, and has obviously went, oh, you need to come in and show my man. And the lassie has got to have been too nice to say, no, that's weird, I'm not going to come into a pub and just do Highland dancing in front of your man. So I'm watching, no knowing what's going to come next. And I'm like, right, on you go. Lassie's just started doing fucking Highland jig and started going about. And by the way, she was very good, but it was so weird that she just sort of done this wee dance in front of the man. And then he went, all right, thanks very much, enjoy your night, and sent her away. One of the most bizarre things I've ever seen, but it was fantastic. And that's the sort of stuff I love when you go to pubs and that, and you just see weirdness breaking out. So that was a highlight of my night. Anyway, load of nonsense, I don't even know if that makes sense, but it made me laugh. Had a fantastic night. I'll catch up with you in the morning. See you then. Good morning. It is Sunday morning, and unfortunately it is time to check out. Didn't bother going for breakfast this morning. I just preferred a bit of a lie in bed because it's Sunday and why no, basically. Gutted to be leaving. This place is incredible. It's called Perthshire's best kept secret, and I would completely agree with that. Unless you've stumbled on them on social media, you probably haven't heard much about them, but you absolutely should. I cannot recommend this place enough. It is about an hour and 15 for Glasgow. It is about an hour and 15 for Edinburgh. The place itself, the views that you've got, the building, the apartments, the new luxury pods, every one of them are beautiful. The food, you've got Ola's, the fine dining, you've got Cairns, which we were in last night, which I absolutely loved. Even the wee sort of snug bar as well is absolutely beautiful. The thing that stands out most about it though is the staff. Staff have been absolutely incredible. And I know you should get good service everywhere you go, but you don't always. Not only has the service been good, not only have they been professional, but they've been incredibly friendly as well. Speaking away is asking you how your day was. Just wee touches, probably the best service I've had anywhere that I've stayed so far in Scotland, so it's highly recommended. I hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like and subscribe and comment down below, it massively helps, and I'll catch you on the next one.